Ahoy there, Captain Benzie here, coming at you with another update to my video on how to get Doom running on your phone using OpenDelta. Today we're going to be looking at a mod called Alien Eradication that basically seems to replicate all of the horrors of the original Alien Trilogy games from the PlayStation 1, but as kind of a Doom overlay, and you can get this running on your phone, hence I thought I would talk about it here. Now, ultimately, if you do enjoy this video, let me know by hitting a like on it, consider subscribing to the channel for all things mobile gaming, and of course, let me know what kind of content you'd like to see me cover in future videos, either by commenting down below or by coming and finding me on the various social media channels shown along the bottom of your screen now. Now, ultimately, what Alien Eradication does is, as a mod, it completely reskins and changes up the original Doom completely. It actually works across any of the original Doom games. You can get this working on Doom 2 as well. I've tested it with a couple of other random WODs as well, and it does seem to work with those. Ultimately, what it does is it reskins, but adds a whole load of new functionality. Obviously, there are completely different weapons, like the pulse rifle here. You've got all the different aliens and enemies, like you've seen me go up against the standard warrior. You've seen here Facehuggers, with me desperately trying to put some distance between myself and it because I don't want to get face-hugged. You've seen infected colonists over there in the distance. The dog alien makes an appearance, as do several others, and hey, there's the original dude from Prometheus. Yeah, even that gets a reference somehow. Now, ultimately, this isn't just a reskin. I mean, I'm sure you can tell by how the enemies move and by the fact that I'm using a pulse rifle, this isn't just kind of reskinning things. What we've actually got here is a completely new way of playing the game. We also get new sound effects. Obviously, the aliens themselves make different sound effects, but even the doors, the way the doors open sounds straight out of Aliens. You've got all of the different sound effects. You've got the motion tracker in the bottom left here, which is really cool and does work and certainly helps you keep an eye out on where those blasted facehuggers are hiding, to try and avoid them to the best of your ability. But it also adds classes, which is a really cool system. I mean, heck, I'm just going to stop this for a moment, go back to new game, and you'll see here that you get the Colonist, which is sort of an unarmed survival horror version of the game. The Mercenary, which I'm playing is at the moment, which starts with the pulse rifle, and your job is just basically go around and clean up and rescue the survivors. The Yutani Operative starts with a flamethrower. There's the Combat Synthetic as well, and of course you can go random. You can pick the new different difficulties. It's kind of all over the place, and it's even random how these play out each time. Like you'll see here as I come up that there'll be different enemies in different places to how they were previously, and I've just been face-hugged, but being a synthetic, it doesn't work on this one, which is really nice. You also get things like the combat turrets, the sentry turrets that you can drop down to the ground, set those up and use those against the aliens, great for making choke points. The game adds a lot of things like electricity and fire, explosions all over the place that give you sort of an extra hand against the alien. Even the maps themselves, the lighting does change. There we are. It can be really quite difficult at times seeing where you're going, so you are going to have to get used to kind of watching your map to figure out where on earth everyone is and like where your doors forward are. Obviously, if you're playing through using, like here, the original Doom WOD, this is obviously episode E1M1. There's no two ways about it. Clearly, this is like a reskin of that first level of Doom. That means if you have played the original Doom, obviously you do have a slight advantage. There is also a standard map pack as well that gives you 8 missions using the 8 original maps. You can get it running, as I said, on Doom 2, and I have tried some other Doom WODs as well, which are well worth just trying out to see in like what it looks like now, as if it were hiding in the Alien Trilogy on PlayStation 1. Sound design is utterly fantastic. The way that the levels are laid out as well. I've come into this room a couple of times and found that there's a blasted facehugger egg hiding there, which just isn't fun. But as you proceed, obviously, you'll see that it really does follow the original Doom very closely. But those classes do add some new effects and things as well. And it's just terrifying going around, hearing your motion tracker beeping like it is now, not knowing where the alien that you can hear is, if it's an alien, is it a facehugger? Because facehuggers, if you're not the android, are a one-hit kill. You are dead if they catch you, and it can just be terrifying. I mean, heck, if I come back out now, go back to the Mercenary, we'll move to the Shores of Hell, lots of aliens for the difficulty. You'll see here that not only is it ludicrously dark, you kind of have to proceed very slowly and cautiously. There, I can hear the motion tracker going, that's a facehugger, there he is. It's now a case of sort of running around madly with this thing lunging at you, and if I don't kill it in time, yes, it will attach to my face, and that is game over for any of the human characters in this. The aliens themselves, when a standard alien dies, it does leave pools of acid on the floor, which do hurt if you stand in them. Now, yes, as you can see, it is a little bit ridiculously dark in some places. You can play with your settings to lighten it up a bit more. Because I was mainly showing the first level, I kind of based my settings on that one just to give you guys an idea of what that actually looks like. But do toy around in the settings, it's not actually always this dark. You can lighten it up a little bit. I've just put it on like full atmospheric just to kind of showcase what it can do. Other than that, though, I do wholeheartedly recommend giving this one a go, so let's talk about how you actually get this one installed. So here we are on the ModDB page for Aliens Eradication. Of course, the link is in the description below. You'll need to click through to that and it'll bring you to this page. ModDB is obviously a very popular modding website for gamers. You can, of course, it should be mentioned, use this Alien Eradications mod on PC as well. I'm just showcasing how to use it on mobile because, of course, I'm a mobile gamer. This is a mobile gaming channel and that's just what we do. Anyway, so click on the link in the description below, bring you to ModDB here, scroll down, and you just want to click on that download now bit. Ultimately, it'll tell you here everything that's going on with this particular mod, all the different kinds of stuff that you can do with it, things that are included, the different classes, all that kind of thing, and some ideas there of what the settings can look like. I mean, you saw earlier with me running on the Doom settings, if you configure it properly, you can get it to look really quite cool. But ultimately, the main idea here is that you just want to click that download now, to download the zip file. Now, of course, you will need your file manager of choice for Android. I use Mixplorer. Again, link in the description below for that. Now, here we are in that. So if I scroll down here to my downloads folder, I can open up downloads, and there it is there, the Aliens Eradication release zip. All I need are these two files here, the .wad and the PK3. So we're going to grab those two and copy them, or cut them, whichever you prefer, and come back out to our top menu. Now from the top menu, if we scroll down, eventually we will come to OpenTouch. OpenTouch, we then want Delta, which is the Doom settings, and you've got all the different things here like GZ, Xandronium, and that are all here. We want to go down to mods. So we open mods, we paste those two files in. You can see I've already done that, Aliens Eradication Release.wad, and the PK3 right below it. Now, once you've got those two files installed here in the mods folder, we can jump back into OpenDelta to actually activate those in the app. So that's what we're going to do now. Now here we are in DeltaTouch. Obviously I'm using GZDOOM, as this is the one that it's known to support with. We need to tap on the icon in the bottom right here that looks like a keyboard. So if we tap on that, it brings us up to mods and wads. It should be empty. If it's not empty, hit the cross there, and that will empty the mods and wads box. Double tap on this menu icon here and then come across to mods, and you'll see you've got the Aliens Eradication release wad, and you've got the KK Alien Trilogy yada 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 .pk3. Highlight both of those, hit OK, and you'll see that they are both there. If we tap off of this, you'll see that as we come back here now, it's talking about Doom wad. Here at the bottom left, iWad, Doom.wad file, mods aliens PC release.wad, and the Alien Trilogy pale.pk3 down there as well. You can see that that means they are both loaded, and if we tap in, you'll see that this replaces the usual Doom loading screen with this sort of skybox used for Aliens Eradication instead. Now when you tap on your screen, you'll be given the options here. You'll see that it's worked now, straight up by the Ultimate Doom, and all of that being replaced with the Aliens logo. Of course, you've got to read this that showcases how all of that works there, and all the credits. Then you can head to New Game, pick your class, whichever you fancy. I'm going to go for the Mercenary, again with Knee Deep in the Dead and lots of aliens, and bam, here we are at the start of the game as showcased. Now, of course, if you decide for whatever reason that you are done playing this, and you don't want to be playing Aliens anymore, if we quit out of this, tap back on the keyboard icon for mods and wads, clear both of those off, and go back into Doom, you'll see that straight away it loads up as standard Ultimate Doom, Knee Deep in the Dead, and bam, there we are, back with standard Doom, without all of the creepy aliens, the music, and all that sort of atmosphere and darkness. Now, obviously, I do hope this has been useful to you guys. Do let me know if you enjoy Aliens Eradication. Do head out there and 100%, you know, give some special thanks to the guys over on ModDB and the creator. What an amazing little mod, and the fact that you can also get it running on a phone and Android, to me, is just exceptional. I do hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know if you give it a try and how you find it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. Did you play the original Alien Trilogy on PlayStation 1? How does this compare? Let me know your thoughts. Otherwise, happy sailing and see you on LV421.